Hello, my dear students. In my last video, I have explained you the meaning of depreciation and types of depreciation, and we understood that there are two types of depreciations, which are called as fixed installment method and diminishing balance method. And we solved some problems of fixed installment method. Today, I would like to solve some more problems on this particular method. So, come friends, let us solve the problems on fixed installment method. Okay. Here, I would like to solve one problem of calculating the period, that is N. So here the problem tells you that by fixed install method of depreciation, an asset worth 2,56,000 reduces to 1,85,600 at 11% per annum. Find the period. So first let us understand what is given in the problem. Okay, 2,56,000 is the original value of the asset, which is called as P. So here P is equal to 2,56,000 and it reduces to rupees 1,85,600. That means this is the reduced amount, which is called as V. V is equal to 1,85,600 at 11%. What is it? This is rate of depreciation, which is nothing but I. So I is equal to 0.11. Here we have to calculate the period, that is N. N is not given, that has to be calculated. First, let us go with depreciation. D is equal to P minus V. P is equal to 2,56,000 and V is equal to 1,85,600. We should deduct 2,56,000 minus 1,85,600 is nothing but 70,400. This is the depreciation. Then what is the formula? D is equal to PNI. P is 2,56,000. N is, we have to calculate that. N is not given in the problem. So N has to be kept as N only. And I is nothing but rate of depreciation, which is 11% here, that is 0.11. Now, let us put the values in the formula. D is equal to PNI. D, we have calculated it, that is 70,400. P, it is given in the problem, 2,56,000. N is not known, so N is to be kept as N only. And I is 11%, that is 0.11. So now multiply 2,56,000 into 0.11. So what is the answer? That has to be calculated. Here, N is unknown value. N should be taken to the one side of the equation and all other known values should be taken to the other side of the equation. That is 70,400 divided by 2,56,000 into 0.11. So 2,56,000 into 0.11 is nothing but 28,160. So 70,400 divided by 28,160. So N is equal to 2.5 years. Hope you have understood how we have calculated with the help of formula D is equal to PNI. Okay. Friends, now let us solve one more problem, that is calculating the depreciation, that is D. Here, find the depreciation by fixed installment method on the assets worth rupees 2,05,000 after 2.5 years at 12.5%. What is given in the problem? First, let us find it. Asset worth means P is equal to 2,05,000. 2.5 years is the period. N is equal to 2.5. 12.5% is the rate of depreciation. That is nothing but I. I is equal to 12.5% is 12.5 divided by 100. That is 0.125. That is I. So let us first write the formula. D is equal to P and I is the formula. Here D is not known, we have to calculate. P is given, that is 2,05,000. N is 2.5 years and I, that is 0.125. And now we have to multiply all these three and we will get the depreciation as 64,062 rupees 0.5. This is nothing but the depreciation. And let us calculate the value in one problem. An asset is worth rupees 28,000. Depreciation is calculated by fixed installment method at 8%. Find the value at the end of 4 years. My dear friends, here we have to apply the formula of a V. Okay, what is given in the problem? That is P is 28,000. 8%, that is I is equal to 0.08. 8 divided by 100 we have to do 0.08. And 4 years, that is N is equal to 4 years, 4. So let us go for the formula. V is equal to P within the bracket 1 minus Ni. Here we have to calculate the V. P is given 28,000. N is given 4 years. I is given 0.08. So put these values in the formula. V is equal to, instead of P, take the value of P, that is 28,000. 1 is 1 only. 1 minus N, that is 4. I, that is 0.08. So as I have already mentioned, first you have to go for Ni. This is 1 minus Ni. First you have to go for Ni, that is N into I. Multiply 4 into 0.08. Take the value. Then 1 minus that particular value. Okay. Here see 4 into 0.08. The value is 0.32. 1 minus 0.32. What will you get? That is 0.68. Then you multiply it with 2, that is 28,000. 28,000 into 0.68. So you will get the value as 19,040. This is called as V, that is value. And let us do one more problem on calculation of value. Find the value of the asset worth rupees 1,20,000 at the end of 5 years if depreciation is calculated at 9% per annum by fixed installment method. Asset worth, that is P, is given in the problem. 5 years, N is given in the problem. Depreciation is calculated at 9%, that is I is equal to 9%, 0.09. So calculate the your value. Find the value means V. V is equal to P 1 minus Ni. So P is given in the problem, that is 1,20,000, and N is given, that is 5 years. I is 0.09. So as I have already mentioned, first you have to multiply, that is 5 into 0.09. That 0.45, isn't it? That 0.45. 1 minus 0.45. You will get 0.55. 1 minus 0.45 we have done. We got 0.55. Now you multiply 1,20,000 into 0.55. Then you will get 66,000 as the value. I hope you have understood how we have calculated it. Okay. And let us solve one problem of calculating the period. By fixed installment method of depreciation, an asset worth, that is value of the asset, 22,000. What is the 22,000? That is P, value of the asset. P is equal to 22,000. It reduces to 14,740. That is the reduction value. That means V. V is equal to 14,740. At 11%, that is rate of depreciation, I is equal to 11%, means 0.11, 0.11. Find the period. Here we have to calculate N. N is not given. So what is given? P is equal to 22,000, V is equal to 14,740, I is equal to 0.11, and N we have to calculate. What is the formula? First you have to calculate the depreciation. Depreciation is nothing but P minus V. 22,000 minus 14,740. So depreciation is 7,260. Now what is the formula of calculation of D? That is D is equal to PNI. P is given, that is 22,000 into N, not known, and I, that is 0.11. Now just go for the multiplication of 22,000 into 0.11, which is known. So then we get 22,000 into 0.11 means we will get 2,420. Okay. So 2,420 into N we have to do. That is, if you take N to one side of the equation and known numbers to the other side of the equation, 7,260 divided by 2,420, because here the equation is 7,260 is equal to 2,420 N. So then you keep N in one side and 2,420 you have to take to the other side, then it becomes 7,260 divided by 2,420 and you will get 3 as the answer. That is N is equal to 3 years. Hope you have understood how we have solved the problems. And in my next video, I will let you know about the other method, that is diminishing value method, how we have to calculate the problems in it. So my dear friends, by this I would like to conclude my video, and I want you to give the feedback for my improvement, and let us solve some more problems in my next video. Thank you.